geht los. Hey, wie geht's da draußen? Which language do you prefer? Do you prefer German? Do you prefer English? You let me know. Just write it in your comment and I can switch, of course, as you like. So this is the best live I have ever done today. I promise you. And I have prepared nothing. So you know that I'm always prepared, that I'm always doing so many things. And I would like to show this, show you that. And so, for example, today I have just also thought, okay, maybe I show you some technical gear and I will show you, okay, how to put it together. But then I thought, no, it's not really working with what I'm into today and what I'm always telling you these days. And so let's rather stay simple and let's talk about the right mindset of going live. And so it's always a challenge for me, I can tell you, to prepare nada, to prepare nothing. Why is that? Because of course we love to have a structure, we love to have a PowerPoint, and we are trained this way, and so we feel safe with it. But on the other hand, so what's real safety if you are doing a PowerPoint and nobody really listens because you are more in tune with your PowerPoint than with your audience? So, and this is the beauty of going live, that you are in the moment and that you and I, are talking with each other, and hopefully there's something in for you that is interesting for you, and so we can interact and so we can make a great, well, by how do you say that, communication. So it's between the two or more. So I am thinking of this today. So the life is always about being in the right frequency and the right energy. And this is so important that we are also in tune with it and that we are happy with it. And especially the question comes in, okay, what is the right mindset? And you know that I have been presenting a lot about the right strategy and about the right setup. And so, of course, you enjoy me like that. Sometimes I'm playing a little bit around and I'm switching the camera, and you can see me from here. You can see me from here. You can see me from here. Okay, and it's nice that it all works. But on the other hand, what is it worth if you are not really in that? If you're not really in the moment and you are basically hustling from one to another. And live video is such a beautiful thing because you can be there in the moment and you can be in the interaction. So how to go into this interaction and how to be in your life mindset. And I think there is not the right or wrong mindset, and I would like to talk to you a little bit about what I have experienced in the last months since I have been doing this. And of course, you have also seen that I have done this Mindset March challenge where I was live every day. And the idea of this Live Set March was that, okay, I'm challenging myself. I have to be on all the time. And the idea behind was that, okay, so I have to be prepared for every live. There has to be something special and I have to prepare something. But at the end, it's if you are really there and if there is a good connection between you and your audience. And as you have seen my Instagram live probably this morning. So, or if you want to see it, I have been in the pool, and I thought of this, that we are of course all so busy and we are having so much to do. One sprint is catching another. We hardly have time to work on ourselves, and we are wondering why we are doing the same mistakes over and over again, especially when you're alive. So you think that you have, for example, if I'm taking myself and if I'm doing a presentation and if I think, okay, it has to be better, I have to be better prepared, then I'm always done a minute before, or I'm not even done the minute before the live, and then I'm still thinking, okay, I'm behind, it's not working. And so the question that I would like to raise today is, what is the right way to do a live? And I think for everybody it can be different. For me, I know that if I am swimming, I can swim well. But on the other hand, I would like to have little goals, what I would like to talk about. And there is this idea of doing something at least 5 minutes a day that is not comfortable for you, that brings you out of the comfort zone. And I even though I think sometimes I have to follow my busy day and there is no other way, I thought, okay, what's the special thing I'm doing today? And that kind of brings me out of this comfort zone. And this morning, I jumped into the outside pool in the public pool here in Geneva, Switzerland, and it was kind of cold. And that kind of brought me into the idea that, okay, so that's a good way to show you and to explain you how our mindset works and how our habits and our behaviors work. First, I had the idea, okay, I go into the pool and, well, let's have some swim and let's train, well, the back muscles and so forth. Then I thought, okay, what's the special thing of today? Maybe I can do a little bit more. I went out and wanted to jump into the cold water. And it was super cold this morning. And the first, 30 seconds, you really think, oh, let's go out. And it's surprisingly interesting that so you get accustomed to the cold water, to the cold outside quite fast. And so you can then swim because your body is, well, of course, keeping you alive. And so these outside senses are not that important anymore. And so I did something special today. And that was that. Tag, I did it. The next thought was, okay, am I going to do it the next day again? And can I make a habit out of it? Can I make a long-lasting change? And to do a long-lasting change, you need a little bit more. And I would like to explain you how our mind works and what you can take out of my little swim experience, my 5 minutes jumping into the cold water, what's in there for you. And our mind is not the brain. It's not the conscious part itself. If you really want to have a long-lasting change, you need to consider this. Have a look. So here comes my iPad, and it's not really prepared. Yes, now it is prepared. So, and here you see me. Hello, hello. So I can also switch the camera. I would like to show you how the mind works. And so you see me like this. So here we have my little drawing pad, and I am nearly prepared with what I wanted to prepare, what I wanted to show. Now I'm ready. So this is the head, this is the body, legs and arms, and here this is the central part. This is the body, or this is the, let's say, this is the head. And when we talk about the mind, we talk about the conscious mind. This is here, so conscious. And we talk about the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind and the subconscious mind are really put here important actors. Of course, everything what we do is at the end going through the conscious, subconscious. The conscious is connected to 5 outer senses, like the seeing, the smelling, the tasting, the touching, and the hearing. So that's our 5 outer senses, and that feeds into the conscious mind. Then we have the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind in this idea of the mindset is 95% responsible for our actions. So our body here is totally dependent on the subconscious. So what is happening here is then reflected into the body and then is getting into action and into the result. So this is the action, this is the result, and it does not look like, well, yeah, it looks a little bit. So here we go into an action and the result that we create. So the idea is you create everything what you are doing because of your, well, inner programming, and especially the new things, the big goals, and also going live. Totally depends on, okay, how you did it and how you are presenting yourself on stage and how you feel safe, because your body, of course, wants to save you from, well, of course, being destroyed or from insecurity. And what is happening when you are putting yourself out of your comfort zone is that immediately your subconscious pops in. And so your subconscious here is your programming, how you know, or how your body know, your whole mind knows how it is used to, how it's supposed to be. So if you're out of your outer senses, you're sensing, okay, it's super cold, I'm not having a lot of air right now, and it's of course you're getting afraid. So your subconscious is reacting with fear, and your fear makes your body react. And it's also with other things that are not comfortable for you. And what does that mean if you want to achieve something that is new, that is something extraordinary? If you have a big goal, then that means that you have to take into consideration your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is, well, let's say it like this, 95% everything, like what you have learned in your growing up, in your socialization, from your family, whatever, that is here ingrained here. So take into consideration what your subconscious is programmed like. And here we have, of course, something that you can call the paradigm. Paradigm is the beliefs, let's say belief behavior that is already behavioral. And you have this, well, for example, this belief that I am not so good with talking live. I am not, what I'm saying is not really relevant. I am not looking good on camera. And this is all here feeding in to the subconscious. So this is paradigm. And if you believe that you're not good, then this is really in here in the subconscious. If you say, okay, what I say is not important, if what I'm always insecure, that is your programming. And there might have been something in your past that, well, you have been super afraid of presenting, or you have had stage fright or something, and then you are even more afraid to go out and speak in public. And for example, with me, it was a case that when I was a child, I had to perform, and I didn't really know what I wanted, what I had to perform anymore. I totally had a blackout, and I felt, okay, so I cannot present. I'm not good. So to change this, I worked on some exercises, and I sort of learned also with experience, jumping into the cold water basically, that it can be changed. So I have learned by experience and also by reprogramming myself that it is different, that it's possible that I am confident on camera, for example. And you might have a different issue, but it's always working like this, that you have to take into consideration your subconscious for being out there and being super at ease and supernatural with your with your way to reach out, and then you will also be able to connect with your people out there that are watching you. And who's watching me actually right now? Please say hello. It would be I would be so happy to see who is like joining, and if you have any questions concerning this. So back to the swimming experience, like my 5 minutes in the cold water. 5 minutes are 5 minutes, so it's done once. Of course, there can be a strong emotional impact that changes your paradigm, that changes your subconscious programming. And that's one thing that subconscious can change. That you say, okay, so, well, for example, a very traumatic experience that can change your subconscious and bring a new paradigm into place, that people are afraid of, well, going any place because they have already experienced something traumatic there. But this is not what we want. We want a positive change of the paradigm. And the positive change of the paradigm, that's a little bit difficult to do. And or not difficult, but it's like taking longer time, because on the one hand you have the let's say the rapid experience and the outer experience, the traumatic experience, and the second is repetition. And how we have normally acquired our paradigms is that we have also learned things over and over in school, in family, friends, society, culture. Let's say it like this: you are not supposed to be this way, you are a man, you're a woman, you are not encouraged to do things. You have experienced that, well, in relationships, at your job, whatever. Also money is a super big paradigm that we have. So how much is the salary that you are supposed to earn? So that's absolutely a paradigm. And that's always like, how are you supposed to spend money? Is it how has your family lived it? What does it mean? Is it better, for example, just to say, like, a limiting belief is that you could say that, okay, I have not earned a lot of money, but I was happy. So, and that's something that we try to rationalize, that it's okay not to earn a lot of money, because either you are earning a lot of money, or you're unhappy, or you're unhealthy, or you're sad or something. But okay, so it can also be the two, right? So you can be happy and you can have a lot of money. So, but these are limiting beliefs. These are paradigms that are showing up in the moment of truth. For example, if you have to ask for a salary raise. And the question is, how can you change that? How can you change your subconscious programming and your self-image in this regard? And so that's not a 5-minute thing, but it's a structured process of, well, going over and over into the right self-image and reprogramming yourself. And I would like to do something like would like to pitch something right now, because I just feel in the mood of it. So, and I haven't prepared it, and I am just putting in my little favorite logo here. Yeah, I'm just changing. I'm just bringing in this here for you. Bang. Hopefully it works. Hey, so look at this. This could be you. It could be me. It could be everybody. Hold on. Now it's gone. Let's take it again. Here we go. So this is us. And so we are always looking for growth. And so if you're not growing, and if you're not seeking something higher than where you are right now, something more, so you're not living. So we are all striving for something more, and it's okay like this. And it's also a limiting belief to say, hey, you have to be fine, you have to be happy with what you have. As long as we are humans and we are, well, living, we want to grow like a tree. So let's say it like this. I have been the the youngest of my family, and I have seen that a lot of things have been like that over and over. And I was always asking myself, is there another way? Can you also be happy doing what your job, what you are doing is, or is a job hard earned work? Can you also do something for your profit and earn money and be happy about it? Or do you have to be, for example, well, work is not supposed to be fun? And so these are limiting beliefs. And if we are not questioning these, and a lot of stuff that we are working on and that we are going on every day is programmed. It's our autopilot basically, and we think it's supposed to be this way. So the work, the relationships, whatever, health. The question is there, well, a possibility to open up the perspective and to change the paradigm? And well, yeah, let's see. Like this picture here, if you are not reflecting yourself, if you're not taking 5 minutes, 15 minutes a day to think of, okay, what is it that I really want? What is my goal? So you will not encounter your paradigms. Your paradigms are always holding you back. Fear is holding you back if you are about to break out of your comfort zone. And this about growing, that we think we have a desire, there is more. That's absolutely fine, and that's actually your biggest, well, energy for, well, moving on and for feeling, okay, I have to do something that I haven't done before, but I don't know how to do it. And that is to have a goal, and to have a goal that is bigger than you and that you are kind of drawn in because you're desiring it. And it was just like me when I thought, okay, I want to reach out with microphone or television or something like that. But I thought, okay, I'm not good at it. How can you, like here with this picture here, how can you make it happen? How can you be the one that, well, opens up for a new possibility? First, you have to understand that it's all about goals. That there are 3 types of goals. There is like an A goal, and then there is a B goal, and there is another goal. So an A goal is something that you have already achieved and you know how to do it. It's like buying a new car of the same type and kind of the same price range. The B goal would be to have another car a little bit higher in the price range and a little bit more, well, endeavor in that. But then there is also something like that here. So you're not wishing the car, you're wishing the rocket that brings you to, well, the moon or any other place, but you don't really know how should I ever been able to do that. And that is actually what you are looking for. And it's not dream, it's to make it reality at some time, but not right now. But this is something that brings your desire on. And this desire can then work for your growth and reaching for more. And I would like to encourage you to look for that goal, because this is at the end not dream, or this is something that, oh, okay, don't waste your time dreaming. This is what brings you the intuition and the new approach, how you can make things happen. A little bit like here in the picture that I just shown in my here, out of nowhere, where you see, I have done things like, so to this time, I have on things only done this and that way. And it was never working, because it was like here, the dark outside. I was always crushing to this invisible wall, and I could never do it, whether it's the relationship, whether it's the job, that it was just not working on, or it's a health issue, And there might be a very probable reason for that that lies in your subconscious programming, that your programming is not letting you go further. Let's let's have this look again here in this beautiful here subconscious mind here. So where your subconscious programming says, okay, body, it's better safe than sorry, you should leave it. You should stay where you are. And as soon as we are discovering that there is more possible and that that's just the programming, it's just your perception, then you can open up more and more and grow more and more again and also change. And that gives you so much energy and also more fun basically in life. And so also the sense that you can, well, yeah, do more and achieve something and also gain more at the end. And so this is what I would like to share with you. And when it comes to going live and jumping into the cold water, that's just like one example. So going live is all about having like the self-image right and feeling good with yourself. So if you're not confident reaching out with your goal, with your purpose, then that's something that you can work on your self-image. And most of the time, you are perfect. All of us are perfect, but you don't want to say it. You don't want to see it, or your subconscious programming is telling you otherwise, and you can change it. And so that's part of like matching your goals and your desires. And so when you have that, you can then encounter your paradigms, your limiting beliefs in another way. That means that you're overcoming your limiting beliefs or that you're reprogramming your limiting beliefs. And then you go step by step into your big goal that you don't have to achieve overnight or at the moment, but is there. And as you are changing, you will probably achieve your goal faster than you think. And what do you think? It's now the 10th of June. In 6 months from now, we have winter, and it's another winter with viruses flying around and crises outside and lockdowns, whatever. I don't know. But how do you keep yourself grounded, and how do you keep yourself balanced to be the person that you really want to be and going for the goals that you really want to achieve? And so every day is an opportunity, and every day could be the last day. Okay, so it's kind of that. So I'm 45. So whether you're 45, 65, 82, somebody told me last time, oh, I'm 82, so I don't want to change anymore. So my grandmother just turned 106, or turned 106, and then sort of if she said like I don't have any possibility, and basically she did it, but she had a strong will. But you never know when the possibilities are gone, and when also when you're running into your paradigm, doing it over and over again. And I'm seeing it in my relationships that, if we don't leave our paradigms and our way of thinking, so we are stop growing. And so that is basically stop living. So, and a lot of people have stopped living even before they die. Have you noticed that? So what is your goal? How would you like to move on? And what is there that also keeps you watching me now for over 30 minutes? And saying, okay, so this guy here with the blurry background, and what is he telling me? So if you feel that something out of that I was just saying makes sense for you, then I would like to invite you to contact me, because I have a fantastic opportunity for you. And this opportunity is called Paradigm Shift. And my Paradigm Shift program lasts for 6 months. It's a structured process where we work on your goals. We look to your desires, your wants, your, how do you say it, purpose. What is it here? What is it you are here for? And what is it really, what really drives you? And how can you achieve it? Can you dare it? Can you, or is it a waste of time? And then we are making it happen. And we make it happen in a structured process with me as your accountability partner. Because it's one thing to jump into the cold water and to swim. It's another thing to do it again and again, and to change the paradigm, and to change your habit and your behavior, and not to, well, stay behind because you're afraid, because there is, at a certain point, there's always fear and insecurity kicking in. Oh, so I shouldn't do it. So I don't know how to achieve it. So please show me a way how to get it, and then I will do it. This is not the way how you have success. You have to bet on yourself, and then you are achieving it with your condition that you're already there, basically. And so you will get another, frequency, energy with achieving it. Well, it's all part of the structured process. There are 12 modules. Each module takes 2 weeks. And I'm there with you to, guide you through. And the good news is that I'm not alone, but that I'm accompanied by the leader of personal development, personal change worldwide. And that is the Proctor Gallagher Institute. And you have probably heard of Bob Proctor before. And just because it's a nice thing, I would like to show you some video of Bob Proctor, just to present you who this guy is and what made him. The video is not starting. Let's see. Oh yeah, it works. Yeah, that's cool. So then let's go right.
Hello there and welcome. I'm Bob Proctor. You know, I have made any number of videos. You'll find them all over the place online. And we deal with information that is very transformative. I mean, it changes lives. You and I have been programmed. We've been programmed by our parents. We're programmed genetically at birth and then environmentally. And we're out and we gather all kinds of information, but we don't act on the information. So most of us are getting results that are way below what we're capable of doing. The average individual really doesn't understand the cause of their results, and the cause of their results is their paradigm. We have a program that can show you how to change that. I've been at it a long time. I talked about it in the movie The Secret. You probably saw that. Well, you've got an opportunity right here to come to a meeting or get information. So follow the instructions on the bottom of the screen. And I guarantee you, the person that's working with me can show you how to get out of life the same as I am. It's a good life, and it can get better every day, but you've got to follow certain rules. I explain what those rules are. That's the secret.
Okay. Here we go. So, am I still on mute? Hope not. Okay, so you have seen just the facilitation mentor who is doing that course with me, and that's Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor is the #1 mentor for success and personal, change, transformation. And I had the luck to meet him and be mentored by him. Bob Proctor died February this year. But the Proctor Gallagher Institute is still there, and it is the worldwide leader of transformation. And we are together working on the idea to have other lives transformed as well with this course that I call Paradigm Shift. And it's based on the thinking into results method of the Proctor Gallagher Institute of Bob Proctor. And just that you know, it's like probably you've heard a lot from Bob Proctor before, and you can also Google him and you see a lot of videos. He was there for more than 60 years, and he was mentored by Earl Nightingale, who was a radio guy as well from Chicago at that time, and he worked with him. And Earl Nightingale was the first one who brought success as out to people that they can achieve it themselves. So Earl Nightingale was somebody who understood that, well, if you are talking about success and how you like make it available to everybody, they can achieve it themselves. And he founded a company for personal development. It was basically founding the industry for personal development. So Bob Proctor worked there and founded then his own company and his own consulting and coaching business. What is the foundation of that is the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill was a journalist as well, and he was, well, asked, or he was given the task by the then richest man 120 years ago, Andrew Carnegie, who said, well, I know I have made incredible things. I came from nobody to the richest man in the world. And how was this possible? What is the secret of success? And what makes successful people successful, and what does other people, well, make fail? And so this is not destiny. This is not a God's verdict. It's how you want to see it. And so Napoleon Hill interviewed 500 of the richest people at that time, from the 1920s to the 1930s. No, probably 1910s, around that, until the 1930s. And in 1937, his book was published, was called Think and Grow Rich. Don't know if you've heard it. If I would have heard about it in 1997, I would have certainly loved to read it and gone into it much, much deeper. The interesting thing is it's available, but in a way you also have to, it's also kind of complicated. It's also kind of very in depth. So what the Thinking into Results program is that it's your personal guide to the Think and Grow Rich methodology, but certainly has a little bit more to it. That during the time, a lot of things came as well that are based on the same principles, also universal laws, and enrich, like the Think and Grow Rich idea. Other authors came as well that made their contribution, and what Bob Proctor did with his, well, consulting and with his expertise, with his company, was that he brought everything together, all the success literature. And I have to say, there is nothing matching out there. If you know a great coach from whatever, does great yoga, does great tapping, does great, Tai Chi or so, that's cool. That's one approach to go into your inner, balance and, strengthening and reprogramming you maybe as well. It's one approach. The thing is, what is the general approach and what brings it all together that can help you? And for me, it was certainly a lot of reprogramming involved with the self-image, and also how to do it, and how to get the limiting beliefs, and how to well, yeah, identify them. And that's the important thing, that you have to know when you think, okay, what is the right approach for me? Well, for me, it was super sure when I saw it, that's the leader, I am going with it. And I have never regretted it. And I have to say, everything what I see from them, from this approach, is so much in what I believe in. Well, going with the energy, going also not to push for things, letting things happen, and going also with a kind of with a good flow. And yeah, I think it's absolutely fantastic and amazing what I have learned in the last, well, yeah, 2.5 years. And the great thing is you can do it too. And especially if you see me, you can do it too. And so yeah, so you know a little bit my story, and I think it has helped me so much to reinventing myself and to also overcome this belief that, okay, so it has to be, work has to be like this, and I have to be respected for this and this, and sort of perceiving myself a little bit differently. And so to do the things what I'm doing right now, also with helping people go live. But going live is part of the self-image, how comfortable you feel with it. And it's just one part. It could also be your money mindset. It could also be how you work in relations. It could also be whatever, how you approach your next salary negotiation with your boss. Maybe you don't even have to negotiate anymore. Maybe you have to attract it. And maybe it's just another way to do it. And think of this, if you try things over and over and you have the impression it's so much effort, it doesn't work, I only get a little bit out of as I'm doing so much, then change the perspective and do it differently. And so maybe not pushing, not searching is another way to say, okay, look inside of you and then reach out again. And maybe then you will be much, much different in your results, and you will approach it much easier and in another way. But this is part of the journey. This includes also your imagination, your intuition, especially, and to work on yourself and then to reprogram yourself. It's an amazing thing. If you are interested in this program that I'm offering, it's the Paradigm Shift course. Again, 6 months. I will work with you every week. We will meet and we will go through the lessons. You will go through the exercises. There are exercises that require you to work on yourself, but we will go on it together. And then I'm your accountability partner, walking you towards your personal change. And so that's the idea that I would like to offer you, like from life to your life with an F. So if you're interested, again, here's my contact, and go on the website, and then we have a quick look what is out there. And so you can see it here. Let me just walk you through my website. And it's my special pleasure to walk you through the website right now, because this is the new website, Live Broadcasting Rocks. And it looks like this. You go, Live Broadcasting Rocks, here we go. Imagine you feel good on camera and gain trust, engagement, and clients. It has to do with your mindsets. It has to do with your energy, okay? And so this is us. This is the video right now, so you can also see everything. So it's a beautiful website. Here you can learn a lot about going live. But what I would like to raise your attention is you can please go here, services. Okay, and as you see services, there is also this part, mindset training. And here I'm describing already a little bit about the Paradigm Shift course. And there's nothing wrong with clicking this button here and book a call. And so we will find out where are your big goals, where are your well, where are your goals on the one hand, but also where are your invisible walls that you're hitting all the time because you're trying over and over and it doesn't work. And how can we then together identify the limiting beliefs, the paradigms that are holding you back achieving what you really want to achieve? And then we are, we are together, going for step by step the reprogramming, making it a practice, how you change your mindsets and also at the end your results. Because again, it is always like this when you are here in the subconscious, in the middle here, what is programmed in here at the end defines the energy, the vibration, and then leads to the results. And so if you haven't changed your programming, if you haven't changed your self-image, then you will only attract what your programming is. So you can never overcompensate, yes, but you can never overachieve your self-image. And so this is where you can work on. And how about we are meeting every week in a coaching session, and we're meeting again, or you're seeing yourself on the 10th of December 2022, and you need to have how do you say that? You need to have like an absolute how do you say that? Fernglas. You need to you stand on this mountain and you see where you have gone, how far you have come, and that things that you haven't been thought that are possible are now possible, and you're doing it. And I would like to encourage you and invite you to join this. And it's of course a time investment that you're doing, but it's an absolute worth investment to do, because if you're not doing it, so nobody is doing it. Have you already found out about this at your job? If they are saying, okay, so we are having a great growth mindset at your job, are they really having a great growth mindset? Are they really expanding you or like developing you? Or where are you? And where would you like to be? And so this is the time right now. So everybody is relaxed, everybody's happy. So that's the time to go for the next step. Thank you, and wishing you a great weekend. So that was a little bit about going live and living your life. And I think there is a lot of relationship with it. Some of my clients said this week, wow, this is so great. So you're helping people to shine with the right ring light. But if they also have the right mindset, they will also shine without the ring light. But it's definitely good to have the two of them. So to have the ring light, here it is. Sorry guys, so to have the right, so it's definitely good to have the right ring light, but to shine yourself with the right mindset and with the right energy. So even if you have the right energy, however, and you don't have the right ring light, people won't see it, or people will feel it, but in the live video, people won't see it. So therefore, I, of course, strongly advise you to have the right technology and the right tech set, which is so cheap, so affordable, and so easy these days to do. That's just a little side note. And of course, if you're watching the live video website, Live Broadcasting Rocks website, you can certainly also see all the blogs that I'm writing about getting the right tech set and have everything in order. So that's it for today. That's really I think it was a good one. So I was so relaxed and I didn't have prepared anything, but it worked anyways. Next time I would love to have a little bit more contribution and of course like comments send me. But there says there was an error loading the comments, and maybe people have already written something. Let me just have a quick look. So just in case you have written something and you have asked the question, sorry guys, let me just check quickly on Facebook if somebody has asked something and I haven't seen it. So then I will personally acknowledge you. Okay, now let me see. Okay, somebody has viewed my profile, great. And here on Facebook, any question? Okay, good. That's nice. I think that's all fine for today, and we can be so happy about like also living our life and being free, of course, and nothing else is my wish for you, living a free life and living the life in exactly the way you want. In this regard, wishing you a great weekend and looking forward to staying in touch. Thanks for being around, sticking around, and yeah, if you have any question, you let me know. You have my contacts, okay? All the best. Bye bye.